everyone. Welcome back to Charles and Alice. Grab your coffee, get comfy, and let's hang out together for a little while. I'm Alice, the one who always asks too many questions, and sitting right across from me with his second cup of coffee already.
Guilty as charged. I'm Charles, and yes, second cup, because Alice here keeps me on my toes. Honestly, you have to be wide awake to keep up with her.
Aw, that's almost a compliment. So, listeners, today we're talking about something we've all done, something that can be super easy or, a tiny bit stressful. How to take a taxi.
Oh, taxis. There's a whole world in there. The small talk, the prices, the awkward goodbyes. I have stories, Alice. So many stories.
I bet you do. And here's a quick question for you watching. Do you actually enjoy taking taxis, or do you dread it? Think about that while we chat. And hey, if you like these cozy conversations, hit that subscribe button and the little bell so you never miss us. It really helps us out.
Yeah, it means the world to us. Genuinely. Okay, Alice, let's dive in. When was the last time you hopped in a taxi?
Let me think. Oh, just last month, actually. I was in a new city, my phone battery was dead, and I had no idea where my hotel was. It was kind of a nightmare, honestly.
Dead phone in a strange city. That's my worst fear. So what did you do? Did you flag one down on the street?
I did. And for our listeners, to flag down a taxi just means to wave your hand to get the driver's attention so they stop for you. So there I was on the sidewalk, waving like crazy.
I can picture it. Arm in the air, hoping someone notices you.
Exactly. And the funny thing is, 3 taxis just drove right past me. I was so confused. Turns out, in that city, the little light on top tells you if the taxi is free or taken.
Ah, the light. That's such a good tip. When the light is on, the cab is usually available. When it's off, someone's already inside. Little details like that can save you a lot of frustration.
Right? Nobody teaches you that stuff. So eventually, one stopped, the driver rolled down his window, and I just blurted out my hotel name and hoped for the best.
And? Did he know it?
No, not at all. He'd never heard of it. So I had to describe the neighborhood, the big shopping mall nearby, paint a picture for him.
See, this is why I always learn one key phrase. Can you take me to this address, please? And then I show them the address written down. Saves so much trouble.
Oh, that's smart. Writing it down is a lifesaver, especially if you're not sure how to pronounce a street name.
Exactly. Or these days, I just show them the map on my phone. But you, with a dead phone, that wasn't an option, was it?
Nope. I was living in the Stone Age that day. Pen, paper, and pure panic. But you know what? We figured it out together, and he was really kind about it.
That's the thing about taxi drivers. Some of them are absolute gems. They'll chat with you, recommend restaurants, tell you the history of the city. I once had a driver who gave me a 40-minute tour for free.
For free? No way. How did that happen?
Well, we just hit it off. We started talking about football, and one thing led to another. By the end, he was pointing out all his favorite spots. You have to see this. You have to eat there. It was lovely.
To hit it off, meaning you just clicked, right? You got along really well from the start.
Exactly that. You two just connect, like instant friends. It doesn't happen every time, but when it does, it makes the whole ride better.
I love that. Although, I have to be honest, I've had the opposite too. Drivers who don't say a single word the entire trip. Just silence.
Oh, the silent ones. Sometimes that's nice though, isn't it? Especially if you're tired and just want to stare out the window.
True. It depends on my mood. Sometimes I want to chat, sometimes I just want to zone out. To zone out being like to switch off your brain and not really pay attention to anything.
I zone out in taxis all the time. especially after a long flight. Okay, but here's a question I have to ask you. The big one. How do you feel about the price?
Oh, the price. That's the part that always makes me nervous. You never quite know what you're going to pay until the end.
Right. And that's why I always ask before getting in. Roughly, how much will it cost to get there? Just to get a ballpark figure.
A ballpark figure, yes. That's a great expression. It means a rough estimate, not the exact number, just an idea. Like around $20, give or take.
Exactly. And another thing I always check, is there a meter? You know, that little machine that calculates the fare based on distance and time.
The meter, yes. Fare being the word for the money you pay for the ride. And honestly, I trust the meter more than a fixed price, because at least it's official.
Mostly, yeah. But here's where we might disagree. I actually prefer to agree on a fixed price first, especially in places where I don't know the area.
Really? But what if the driver takes the long way around? Then you're stuck paying more than you should.
That's exactly why I agree on the price first. If it's fixed, the driver can take whatever route they want, and I still pay the same. No nasty surprises.
Huh. Okay, that's a fair point. To take the long way around, meaning to drive a longer route than necessary, usually to charge you more. That sneaky trick.
It happens, sadly. I got ripped off once in a city I won't name. The driver drove in circles for 20 minutes. I knew something was off.
No! To get ripped off, meaning to be cheated, to pay way too much. How did you realize?
Well, I kept seeing the same building, same fountain, 3 times. I'm not the sharpest sometimes, but even I figured that out eventually.
The same fountain 3 times. That's hilarious and infuriating at the same time. So what did you do? Did you say something?
I did, actually. I said, very politely, "Excuse me, I think we passed this already. Can we go straight there, please?" And suddenly, magically, he found the fastest route.
Funny how that works. See, that's a good lesson for everyone listening. It's okay to speak up. You don't have to be rude, just firm and polite.
Absolutely. To speak up, meaning to say something, to not stay quiet when something's wrong. It's an important skill, in taxis and in life.
Ooh, getting philosophical now, are we? But you're right. Okay, let me ask you something else. Cash or card? How do you usually pay?
These days, mostly card. But I always ask first, do you take card? Because some smaller taxis are cash only, and there's nothing worse than that awkward moment at the end.
Oh, I've had that moment. The driver says cash only, and you're frantically digging through your pockets, finding old receipts and a single coin.
The panic search. We've all been there. That's why I try to keep a little cash on me, just in case. A backup plan.
Smart. And what about tipping? That's such a tricky one because it's different in every country.
Oh, tipping is a minefield. In some places, it's expected. In others, it's totally optional. And in a few, it might even be considered strange.
A minefield, exactly. So confusing. My rule of thumb is, if the driver was helpful and kind, I round up the fare. Like, if it's 18, I'll just say, keep 20.
A rule of thumb, being a simple general guideline, not a strict rule. I like that approach. Rounding up is easy, and it feels fair.
Right. And it's a nice way to say thank you, especially if they helped with your luggage or, gave you a free city tour.
Hey, that was a one-time thing. But yes, kindness deserves kindness. Okay, Alice. Here's a scenario for you. You're at the airport, you've just landed, and there's a huge line for taxis. What do you do?
Ugh, the airport taxi line. The worst. Honestly, I just join the queue and wait. There's usually an official taxi stand, and that's the safest option.
See, this is where I get impatient. I'm tempted to book a ride on an app instead. But then everyone's doing that, so the prices go through the roof.
To go through the roof, meaning to become extremely high, very expensive. Yeah, that surge pricing thing is brutal. So sometimes the old-fashioned line is actually cheaper.
Exactly. There's also this thing I learned the hard way. Never take a taxi from someone who approaches you inside the airport.
Oh, the guys who come up to you and whisper, "Taxi? Taxi?"
Yes, those guys. They're almost always way more expensive, and sometimes not even official. Always go to the proper taxi rank outside.
A taxi rank being the official spot where licensed taxis wait in a line for passengers. Good word. Some people say taxi stand too, right?
Yes, exactly the same thing. Different word. Rank is more British, stand is more American. But they both mean that designated waiting area.
Love it. Okay, confession time. I once got into the wrong taxi. Like, completely the wrong one.
Wait, how do you get into the wrong taxi? Aren't they all kind of taxis?
So, my friend had booked one for us, gave me the license plate number, and I just hopped into the first yellow car I saw. Turns out it wasn't ours.
No. So you got in, sat down, and what? When did you realize?
When the driver said a completely different name than mine, he was waiting for someone called Robert. I am not a Robert, Charles.
You're definitely not a Robert. Oh, that's so embarrassing. And so wonderful at the same time. What did you say?
I just stammered. Oh, I'm so sorry. Wrong car. And basically jumped out. My face was bright red.
Poor Robert was probably standing there confused, watching his taxi drive off with a stranger inside.
Don't. I felt so bad. But that's why checking the license plate is so important now. I always double check. Lesson learned the hard way.
That's a great point for our listeners. When you book a taxi through an app, you usually get the driver's name, the car model, and the plate number. Match them all before you get in.
Absolutely. Safety first. Okay, what about the conversation inside the taxi? Do you have any go-to phrases?
Oh, definitely. The classics. Could you take me to the train station, please? Or, how long will it take to get there? Simple, polite, gets the job done.
Those are gold. And don't forget, could you slow down a little, please? For those drivers who think they're in a race.
Oh, the speed demons. I've definitely gripped the door handle a few times. White knuckles, praying I make it.
White knuckles, that's the perfect image. And on the other end, could you wait here for a moment? If you just need to pop into a shop quickly.
To pop into, a shop, meaning to go in quickly, just for a minute. Yeah, that's handy. Though some drivers won't wait. Fair enough.
True. And then the ending, which I always find a little awkward. Here is fine, thank you, when you want them to stop, or keep the change.
Keep the change. The smoothest phrase in any taxi. It just means, don't give me the small money back, it's yours. Makes you feel generous and cool at the same time.
Cool and generous, the dream combo. Although I always say it and then immediately wonder if I tipped too much or too little.
The overthinking never stops. Okay, here's one more thing I want to mention. Safety, especially at night. especially for solo travelers.
Yes, this is important. I always sit in the back, and I share my location with a friend if I'm alone. Just a little peace of mind.
Smart. And trust your gut. If something feels off, don't be afraid to say, "Actually, please stop here." Your safety is more important than being polite.
To trust your gut, meaning to follow your instinct. That feeling in your stomach that tells you something's right or wrong. So true. It rarely lies.
Couldn't agree more. You know, for all the little stresses, I still love taxis. There's something cozy about being driven through a city you don't know.
Aw, that's sweet. I feel the same. Watching the streets go by, the people, the lights. It's like a little moving window into a place.
Beautifully put. Okay, should we do our little word tour? Round up everything we've learned.
Let's do it. Okay, first one. To flag down a taxi. Charles, give us an example.
Sure. I stood on the corner and flagged down the first taxi I saw. So, waving to get it to stop. Next, we had a ballpark figure. That's a rough estimate.
Right, like, can you give me a ballpark figure for the fare? Just an approximate amount. Then we had to get ripped off, which means to be cheated and pay too much.
I got ripped off by that driver who drove in circles. Poor me. Then, to hit it off, remember? When you connect well with someone instantly.
We really hit it off and talked the whole ride. Lovely. And to zone out, which is to switch off and stop paying attention. I zoned out and almost missed my stop.
Classic. Then, to go through the roof, meaning prices becoming super high. During rush hour, the fares go through the roof. Painful, but useful.
And a rule of thumb, a simple general guideline. My rule of thumb is to always carry some cash. Then, to pop into a shop, to go in quickly.
Can you wait while I pop into the pharmacy? Quick and easy. And finally, my favorite, to trust your gut. Follow your instinct. I didn't feel safe, so I trusted my gut and got out.
Perfect. Oh, and to take the long way around, driving a longer route than needed. He took the long way around to charge me more. That's a lot of great expressions, everyone.
It really is. Try using a couple of them next time you take a taxi. Practice makes perfect, after all.
Exactly. Okay, now it's your turn, listeners. Here's our question for you today. We want to hear your stories.
We sure do. So tell us, what's the most memorable taxi ride you've ever had? Maybe you hit it off with an amazing driver, or maybe, like me, you got ripped off and drove past the same fountain 3 times.
The famous fountain. Or maybe you got into the wrong car like I did, poor Robert. Whatever your story is, funny, scary, or sweet, drop it in the comments below.
We genuinely read them, and honestly, your stories are sometimes better than ours. So don't be shy. Share the good, the bad, and the hilarious.
Can't wait to read them. Well, Charles, I think that brings us to the end of another chat. That went by so fast.
It always does when I'm with you. Thank you so much, everyone, for spending this time with us. It really means a lot that you keep coming back.
It truly does. And if you enjoyed today's ride, see what I did there? Taxi, ride. Do consider subscribing if you haven't yet. And tap that notification bell so you're the first to know when we're back.
Smooth pun, Alice. And a quick like before you go really helps more people find us. Tiny click, big difference.
It does. Now, next time, we've got another everyday adventure lined up for you. I won't say what it is yet, but let's just say it involves a lot of walking and getting a little bit lost.
Ooh, intriguing. No spoilers, though. You'll just have to come back and find out. Until then, keep practicing, keep talking, and don't be afraid to make mistakes.
That's how we learn. Take care of yourselves, be kind, and we'll see you very soon. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone. Safe travels out there.